Terrence Ingram is a naturalist.
Listen to the birds in the background.
He says he's best able to commune with the natural world around him at the center of a swarm of bees.
I love beekeeping. It's one of God's greatest miracles.
Since 1954, Ingram has raised tens of thousands of honeybees in managed colonies behind his house in rural Apple River, Illinois.
We had 250 hives at one time, and we sell 5-6 tons of honey a year.
But that amount is dwindling.
Now we're down to probably about 4 tons.
And not because the 73-year-old Ingram is slowing down, but because he says there are fewer bees producing honey, something he blames on the use of insecticides and herbicides in the farmland surrounding his property. He says the gradual decline in his bee population began in 1996.
Every 3 weeks that summer, he was spraying with the airplane, and by the end of the year, I didn't have any of my 250 hives left.
This phenomenon caught the attention of researchers like Purdue University entomology professor Christian Krupke.
There have been similar reports from Europe in the past, and so we looked into it a little bit further from the point of view of wondering, first of all, what is killing these bees, and second of all, how are the bees acquiring whatever this toxic chemical is.
There are many reasons for the worldwide bee decline, not just insecticides. But in this instance, Krupke and his colleagues focused on insecticides known as neonicotinoids that adhere to the seeds as they are planted in the ground, rather than from spraying above.
So the two compounds that kept coming up when we tested these dead bees were the pesticides clothianidin and thiamethoxam. Those are insecticides that are applied to corn seeds. The key route for those acute bee kills that we have seen in past years, and again this year, is the planter exhaust, the talc that contacts seed and is then exhausted.
30 years ago, there were about 4 million honeybee colonies throughout the United States. Today, there are less than 2 million. And researchers say that's due in part to the introduction of these insecticides.
Can we get by without neonicotinoid insecticides in these field crops? I believe we can. I believe we have data that show we can.
In December, the European Union plans to ban the use of certain insecticides researchers link to bee deaths. But no such restrictions are planned in the United States. For Illinois beekeeper Terrence Ingram, some of the damage already done is permanent.
We've got many beekeepers around here that have quit, just gone out of business because they can't succeed.
But not Ingram, who says his passion for bees is just as strong as it was when he tended his first colony more than 60 years ago.
You can see one bee coming out right here.
Kane, Farabaugh, VOA News.
See his antenna coming out?
Apple River, Illinois.
Eggs back in it.